How do I get off? I'm about to how do I end this? Manage. Alright, okay. I'm about to talk to y'all right now. Let me see. I'm just about to end this live on here. How do I end it? I don't know how to end it. Y'all. How y'all doing? What's going on? Family, what's going on? How y'all doing? What's going on? I'm trying to end this live right now so I can talk to y'all the right way. How y'all doing, family? All right. Oh, here, right here. I forgot, see? I ain't even paying attention. All right, okay. What's going on? Y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, family? Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. So, yeah, everything that I was saying to everybody, it still stands. The credit requirements changed a lot, right? And so, yes, I do have the ebook, y'all. It's done, How to Hide Your Vehicles from Repossession. Of course, I hid my vehicle for repossession, so I'm not teaching y'all nothing I never done. I got a title for my vehicles. Yes, sold them. I did everything. Everything under the sun. Everything under the sun I done. Not everything. Everything I teach, mostly done. What I would say is it's very beneficial. This book is very beneficial, y'all. It took me a minute to make. I've been supposed to make it because I realized that it is an issue, and most people are going into default status. So I tell people it's options. You can keep it. Keep it. You're not going to jail for it. People be thinking, I don't like, people listen to the wrong advice and they might think that advice correct because the person who teaching them could be a person in the public, like an attorney or something. Most of these people don't have your best interests. Most of these people can teach you real world skills. They're inside of a system. They're not in the real world. The real world is understanding the box that we put in. I'm not just a person who would just say, oh, well, the government said get a vaccine shot. Let's get vaccine shots. I don't work within that angle in life. I work with a better perspective to try to figure out our purpose here, right? So I'll look at the circumstances. I'll look at, is there any way we could benefit from this situation? I'll look at loopholes, because we'd be told something, but if you found out it's a loophole to it, why not go after the loophole? No one ever knew that the rich didn't pay taxes until someone exposed it in the book, right? How did we find out? Reading it. Is it legal? No. What is it considered? A loophole. So the loopholes that we try to do, right, because I'm in this section with everyone that y'all see on YouTube, and I hate it. They put me in a section of everybody who's quote unquote sovereign citizen. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I don't know why this narrative of me being a sovereign citizen. Anyone, right, who politically agrees with the Constitution is automatically ridiculed throughout the internet. Oh, he's a sovereign citizen. I mentioned the Constitution, and you can look at many conservatives throughout the United States. You can look at Donald Trump. You can look at J.D. Vance. Some people like him, some people don't. You can look at Charlie Kirk. These are conservatives who have an opinion that's outside of the normal liberal perspective that is showing us or explaining to us the differences in opinions on certain political things that's being done that we can visually see. So when I come out and explain certain things in my position where I plan on, showing my position, it's criminalized because it's coming from a certain person, so yeah, this field that we in, that that we teach loopholes and everything like that, it's automatically criminalized from everything we teach. I could teach you guys how to get a job, they say it's a crime. I could teach you guys how to buy a house, it's a crime. I could teach you guys how to get more credit, they say it's a crime. This is so crazy. They listen, they criminalize anything we post, right? Now, what I would say this. There are some it is some people that gave us a bad rep. People on YouTube. I seen a lady with one tooth in her mouth and she was punching a police officer. And the police officer threw her on the ground. And she made all of us look bad because when she did that, it's out of character. Real men of honor and dignity don't even carry themselves out of character. That's why arguing with the police on the side of the road, you would never see it. You would never see me arguing with the judge or screaming at the judge or disrespecting the judge because it's a person. That's why you show dignity, you know? So, what's up, fam? How you doing? Chase, how you doing? Shamika, how you doing, fam? What's going on? Oh, so the ebook is in the instructions on my page. So you just go to my tab and it says my instructions. It say, hey, my ebook is available. You can text me. Matter of fact, just text me. 224-463-1848. Again, text me 224-463-1848. I'm gonna send you the instructions to get the ebook. I can't sell it on Shopify because if I do, they're gonna take it down. I am gonna list it within like a week. And then when they take it down, I'm gonna tell y'all because they did the same thing with the other book that I made. They took it down, not how to legally rob a bank, because that's a real educational book. You have to be really mentally in tune with the ideal of credit to really understand my book on how to legally rob a bank, right? So that's not a book. That's not a book that you would just get, you would read, and you would just, oh yeah, I just read the book. I can do what I want. No, because it's a little bit more detailed, right? So it's a little bit more detailed. You know, how to legally rob a bank explains everything. I'm talking about everything as far as like, you know, making money or obtaining credit, dealing with credit criteria, everything, you know. So that's a book that's not for like anybody. You got to be a very specific person to really receive the knowledge in that book because it's so much, you know. How to legally rob a bank contains a lot of knowledge. So yeah, just text me, be like, hey, send me the information on the ebook. Just text me ebook. I actually got access to my messages right now. I can't call, I can't talk to you on the phone because I got this going on. So if you text me now, I can get the ebook and I'll be able to send y'all the instructions. All you gotta do is text me, say ebook, ebook, ebook. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I send it to you. Whoever want it. The ebook is beneficial. You know, it's real beneficial. You can watch it, learn it, soak up the game, and really hide your vehicles for repossession. You can really hide it for repossession. You can genuinely hide your vehicles from repossession. And teach people. That's the goal. Teach people who struggling. Teach people who want to keep their vehicles. Teach people who just want to learn. Even if they don't want to do it, they can learn. You know? And guess what? You can even teach somebody how to take a house. I'm learning how to do that now. Yeah. Because I was thinking to myself, I might as well I keep the house. And so I kept telling myself how I'm gonna do it. I found out a way, but it's not solidified until I do it, you know? I'm the type, I want to go through it in order to really be like, I could charge for this method. Because I want to feel like I could charge for it until I do it. You know what I'm saying? But it takes so long. But once I get somewhere with it, that's when I know I can charge for it. Like give y'all the game. I can be like, look, I can charge y'all for it now. Look, this is that. And one of the ways I found out, hold on, someone text. One of the ways, I'm gonna see all this. Okay, let me send this to y'all. So one of the ways I found out how a person can keep their house, this is what they gotta do. This is what you gotta do, right? You have to file a lot of liens on your house. Now, what does that mean? A lien is pretty much like a security interest, right? You can file a lien by putting an outstanding debt, right? Like I own 4 or 5 corporations, right? I can put a lien on each one of them. From each one of them companies, I could put a lien on this house. I can create 5 trusts and put a lien on this house. And when a house is oversaturated with liens, you can exhaust the amount on the liens and pretty much with, let's just say, 100,000 lien here, $100,000 lien here, right? But the house probably worth 400,000, 500,000. So if you was to put all of the liens on the property, then the lender wouldn't execute on a foreclosure because they know they'd be responsible to paying off those extra liens, because even though they take first priority, they still have to cover them other liens before they can successfully foreclose off. And they won't want to foreclose a property that they can eventually only get 25% of what it's worth. They'll just leave it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So look. Yep. So I might keep it. I'm thinking about keeping it, y'all. I'm thinking about keeping it. That's a lick, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. I do every loophole, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. I do, like, if I can find a loophole and it's legal, like I'm not breaking the law, I'm not robbing nobody, like I'm gonna do the loophole just because I want to know, can I do it? Sometimes it's not even about money. Sometimes it's really just about the knowledge and knowing, because I can make money off teaching somebody. If I can teach you how to do it, it's a win-win situation, you know? Yeah, it's a win-win situation. You know? You know? It's a win. Yeah. 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 So I can show y'all how to do that. I'm gonna show y'all that next. So when I work on keeping the house, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Any questions, y'all? These are instructions are for living in the public and private. All this stuff public. All this stuff public. All that private and public, no, I don't. Anytime you're dealing with commercial property, right? Like, unless you're trying to put an allodial title on your house, which you could do as well, which you still could do, then you're talking about the public, right? Yeah. Anytime you're talking about um anything else, you're talking about strictly the public. We dealing with commercial. We dealing with regular properties. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to keep your house, I'm okay. So if you want to keep your house, if you truly want to keep your house, I'm filing a lot of liens on my own property. Now the lien can be unique, right? So you can file a lien this way, right? You can say I'm filing a lien on my property for the amount of 70,000, right? And this can be strictly for the business, right? Hold on, no, they can be strictly for the business, and the business can put a lien on the property because they can say this much space was made and financed through this company, and this company put a junior lien. It's called junior lien. So if you constantly put junior liens, that really puts you in a way better position. Them junior liens can really, how you write. And you if you put 4, 5, 6, 7 junior liens on your property, the lender, the chances of them foreclosing will be almost insane because of how many junior liens they have to take care of. It's almost like when you get your house renovated. If you get your house renovated and the renovation is secured, it's a junior lien. If you get a secured line of credit, it's a junior lien. It's a junior lien. And the junior lien got to be covered and got to be paid as well during the foreclosure process. So anytime you got 10 trillion liens, they'll decide to either keep they'll let you keep the property and keep the lien on it because they ain't gonna want you to sell it. They're like, you know what? We're not gonna foreclose, but guess what? We are not going to allow to take off the lien. So they're not gonna take off the lien, but they won't foreclose. Still a good deal because you can keep your house, you keep your property. And so by me knowing this, I'm like, what? Let's do it. I want to learn. Like that's the thing. I want to learn because I'm like, you know how much money I put towards the house? Imagine I have a free house. I'll really shake the internet. I got the free car in the house. What? Do you know? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Owning a house. I don't know what they tell y'all about owning a house. It's a flex. I'm gonna tell you why. Case in point, and I should say this for another live, but let me show y'all something. So they end up, so this is my realtor ain't never tell me about, but they're not responsible for telling me about. This is stuff I had to learn. So they never told me about escrow, you know, all that stuff, because I'm thinking, you know, escrow is just in my regular mortgage payment. So escrow came and charged me, you know, everything, right? And so it went from my mortgage being $3,600 a month to $5,800 a month. I'm like, 36 is manageable, easy. You gave me a $5,800 a month. So I told the people I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm like, the business is having a shortage in funds. So could you give me a deferment plan? So they was like, yeah, we give you a deferment plan. They went through HUD, right? HUD, so Freddie Mac go through whatever, and they came back. They're like, yeah, we can get you a loan, right? The loan came back. They gave me a $52,000 loan to pay off any debt that I acquired, right? So I'm like, so I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna pay all no $5,800 a month. So I went 7 months without paying. So they came back with the loan amount, $52,000. They covered it. They covered every month, and I was like, wow. And so it got me thinking about like to keep it. I'm like, I might as well, because I'm in the best time. Inflation's at an all-time high. They can't even sell a house in Texas. And the prices of the homes, everybody's underwater on their mortgage. They mean our property value dropped due to the circumstances of the economy. Let me show y'all right now. They gave me $52,000. Let me show you. Hold on. This so they won't say I'm lying. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Oh, right, hold on. Yeah, here you go right here. Hold on. It's in one of these papers. My mortgage lender gave me, they contacted Housing and Urban Development. This is because, I'm first-time buying, so I purchased through FHA. So I purchased it through the government, which is good because the government is going to cover this house. I ain't got to cover nothing. Yep, and I own it. So it's not like I'm not Section 8 or nothing like that. So here you go right here. Let me show you. Hold on. I got to find it. It's a lot of papers, y'all. Bear with me. I'm going to flip this. I'm just going to show y'all the $52,000. I ain't got to show y'all every little thing. I'm going to show y'all the $52,000. Wow. Actually, I can get it. Hold on. I might have to. I'm gonna log in. I might have, if I can't find it right here, I'm gonna log in, right? And I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. That's for sure. Switch them liens first. I gotta go down and make an ebook with the auto conversion. Yeah, I got an ebook already with the auto loan conversion. I got an ebook. Man, I gotta find it. Hold on. I'm gonna post it. If I can't find it, hold on. I think that's it. That's it. Hold on. Is this it? Nah, this ain't it. Y'all. Hey, I'm trying to see, can I find it? Okay. All right. I gotta find it, y'all. It's in these papers, but it can be anywhere right now. Where my iPad? I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna show y'all. I got a second loan on the loan, and people would be like, "Oh, you got to pay it back." Says who? There's the loan that they gave me. No interest on that loan. It's not even a monthly payment requirement on that loan. That loan is whenever you pay off the full mortgage loan. That loan can last forever. And it's not a permanent loan. It's not a student loan. It's not tied to me personally for forever. But let me show you something real quick, right? And so that's the good thing about owning a house. Yeah. So that's the good thing about owning a house, because you keep your property. You can change the terms however you want. You can keep the house. You can discharge the house. This is where the discharging methods come into play. This is when we think about the sovereign stuff. When we rent it, we can't think about the sovereign stuff because they're gonna kick us out. We can come up with our plan of filing liens on our house, keeping our property. You can do anything. Never limit yourself. That's the thing. Never limit yourself. You could buy a house just with the intention of keeping it, and it's not illegal, and it's not a crime, federal or state statute. It's not a crime at all. Let me show you right now. Hold on. I'm about to get it right now. Hold on. Yeah. 7216. All right, I'm about to show y'all right now. I'm about to show y'all. All right. Here go my loan. Here go right here. Hold on. So I gotta go to documents real quick, y'all. Let me go to documents. All right. I know this take a little time, but I'm just trying to show y'all something real quick. All right, you see? All right, hold on. You see? So this is the loan that they gave me. They gave me $52,696. That's how much the government gave me for the loan to cover any payments or anything like that. And that was good because by you being self-employed, I was able to keep a lot of money. And the trick to this is anytime I want to refinance, I can refinance out of that. Or if I choose to just keep it, I can keep it. One of the main ways I found out how you can keep your property without ever going through a foreclosure is understanding titling. So that was one of my ways of inching my way through. Me understanding title, like how the title process work. If I was understanding how the title process work, I can understand how liens work, and I can file my own lien on my house. Now, this is what would discourage a lender from filing a foreclosure. This is my only issue. I wouldn't be able to sell the house. They might not never foreclose on it, but I might not ever be able to sell it because of the title issue. Now, all of them junior liens, everybody gonna stand back like we don't want it, but it'd be a free house forever, which is good because by you having a free house, you good. I got insurance on the house. The insurance is paid up. I don't gotta worry about insurance. House burned down today. No, I just play. Listen, I'm not that crazy to burn down my own house to collect the insurance payment. I have to be going through some real stuff, but I would never do nothing like that. But I'm saying that keep insurance on your house. Make sure you do. Make sure you always got insurance on your house. And if you ever decide to keep a mortgage, keep it. You just got to find out how to do it. I found out how to do it through the titles and the loans. You can find out how to do it your way. Now, not paying isn't simply enough, right? In this recession, it is because you ain't never, ain't nobody, who want a house nowadays? If you go to the courthouse right now, ain't no house getting bought on auction. Ain't not one house. Because you got to think about the economy that we in. The economy that we in, ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Ain't nobody buying nothing, y'all. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Nobody buying a house. They not buying a mailbox. They not buying a door. They not buying stairs. They not buying nothing. And look at the cost of prices. But this is the best time to take advantage. This is the best time to be building wealth. homeowners, and you can take all the late payments. I'll take off late payments on my mortgage. There's nothing to do that. This is another thing. When you, the goal is to keep a house forever. And after you keep your house forever, you can really run up a bag and you really can do whatever you want with it, you know? And you still could. You still, even with you paying them back or whatever, you can do whatever you want with it, whether you want to resell it, whatever the case might be. I just want people to know that there's options. You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to follow the things that the government or world wants you to do without looking yourself, how can I find a way to find a loophole? My book is already out. Y'all, text me, 224-463-1848, depending on which book you want. I also got, if you want how to legally rob a bank and you don't want to go through Shopify, you can go through me. I'll give you a $2 discount, and it'll be 25. So both books will be 25, both ebooks, because when I put the other ebook up, it's going to be like 27. You know, yeah. So, you know, you keep your house. And yeah, I did all these processes. I did everything. The house is going to be the next one. That's going to be the bread and butter. That's going to be my bread and butter. When I teach people how to get the house situation, ain't nobody going to be able to stop me. Ain't nobody. I'm going to be the loophole master. That's the goal, being a loophole master. If you want $100,000 and you don't want to pay it back and you want to get it deleted from your credit report, contact me. If you got a house and you don't want to pay the mortgage no more and you want to find a loophole or some sort of litigation that will cause you to keep the house, contact me. If you got a vehicle, you don't want to pay it back, but you scared that you could be subject to repossession, and you want me to learn, and you want to learn how to learn how to hide it and get a new title for it, and you want to know how to delete those negative items on your credit report, contact me. If you want to know how to build up your credit report and understanding the modern day understanding of, like, you know, how auto loans work, contact me. If you want to know how all this stuff, just contact me, and I'm going to be the person front line. All I do is loophole, and it's not illegal. You can tell the FBI, you can tell the police officer, you can send this to the Department of State. The first thing that they're going to say, he a genius. He knew what we already knew. He knew what we already knew. He know what we already knew. They not surprised of no information like this. They know you couldn't go to jail from hiding your vehicles from repossession. But we got an idiot who hate loopholes, go on the internet and tell people that this is illegal. Everybody gonna believe it, especially if that individual have a platform and he telling people, oh, well, it's illegal what he's doing. It's not illegal what you're doing. It's perfectly legal. Okay, fam. Everybody, reach out to me. Text me for my ebooks. I can sell it to you directly, or I can send you the link to my Shopify. My phone number is 224-463-1848. Again, my phone number is 224-463-1848. What's another thing? What else I want to discuss? I know a few of y'all text. I'm going to reach out to y'all. I'm going to text y'all soon as I get off this live. I'm going to make sure y'all straight. A lot of my systems is becoming more easier. So now, you know, I'm able to print. I can get things done for you guys faster. Ebooks, the information that you will need in order to do your process. I don't know which process y'all want, right? Some people want credit. Some people want how to legally rob a bank. Some people want have their vehicles from repossession. Some people want this. Some people want that. I don't know what you want. So you just contact me and tell me, man, I want this, and I'll let you know. We can do it. And I did everything. This is the thing. I'm doing everything. I exhaust myself of most remedies. I have a few more remedies that I have to do. I have to do the house. I can't charge for nothing until I do it. I can't, because I have to make sure that if we do the house process, that it works for me. If I get foreclosed on, I'll tell the world, look, I got foreclosed on, but this is the mistake I made. Listen, I say this is the mistake I made. But honestly, I wouldn't, though. I wouldn't, because it just, I'm going to find out. I'm going to find a way. I promise you I'm going to find a way. If you want to keep your house, I promise you I'm going to find a way. It's not going to take long. And I just found out, actually, let me explain. I just found out about this method a couple days ago because I was doing research. And, you know, I type in keywords through AI, and I just try to get an idea of like how things can work. I was like, why would a lender? I search up keywords like this all day, and I do my research on it. I say stuff like this. Why would a lender not foreclose on a property that has too many liens on them? AI came back and said a lender might not foreclose on a property with too many junior liens on them because they will be responsible for paying those junior liens off. But this is the caveat to it. The junior liens is something they got paid back, but another thing is increasing the amount on the junior liens. So I got a company, TW Online Selling, Mega Shipping Trade. If they got a percentage of space that they made in the property and they got a lien on that, which is a junior lien, let's just say if this junior lien worth $78,000, they got to pay them that junior lien. Let's just say Mega Shipping Trade build something over there in the roof, and they put $108,000 junior lien on that. They have a junior lien too. And one thing we gotta realize is, if you really want to make it professional, you can actually do the work. If you want to put stairs in your house under your business, and you want to put a junior lien on your business to the house you own, yeah, you can do that. If you want to build a new attic space in your house, you want to put new walls, new interior, that can be a junior lien added. Yes, people don't know that, and that's legal. At first, it sounds illegal because you just hear, oh, you just put random liens. No, the liens can mean something. You can put a lien because of things you built in your own house, but the company that you own could have been a financier of you receiving those junior liens. So hypothetically speaking, I go through Home Depot as Mega Shipping Trade, one of my companies. I get a project loan, right? Because they offer project loans. Let's just say if the project loan is $100,000. Now I quoted myself $90,000 to repair the back room. And now the business is responsible for paying back Home Depot. Now that loan don't have any lien, but Mega Shipping Trade, my company, hired a contractor to build a room up or whatever the case might be, and $100,000 was charged. But in the agreement of that contract, I'm required to pay on a month-to-month basis back to my company. And the company took a junior lien out on the house. And by the company taking a junior lien out on the house, now the lender would be responsible for paying back that junior lien because you put that lien of that amount back into the house. You quoted yourself, but your company quoted you. Your company did the work, and the company put the junior lien on it. It's not true, and it's totally illegal. Search it up. Prove me wrong. If you prove me wrong, send me the statute, and you can't do this, you can't do that, and we can look through the paperwork, and I'll say, yeah, you're right. Or if I'm right, I'm like, yeah, I'm right. You wrong on this. You know? And that's just one way of how to stop your house from getting foreclosed. Of course, there's more ways to get the lien off and all that, yeah. But I'm just saying the goal is just to keep the house. That's one. That's it. Don't worry about the other stuff. That's the thing. People want to get so caught up in just going to 1 through 100. Let's get to 10 first. Then we can get to 20. Then we can get to 30. Then we can get to 40 and then 50. Then you make your way down to 100. But if we in a position where we keep the house, perfect. Then we get the lien release, even perfect. But if I get the lien release, I'm selling it. I don't care if I care for it because it's my first house. But I don't care for it in a way because I'm taking the money. I don't care about the meaningless property. You can get another one. Like when I say credit grows on trees, credit grows on trees. This whole system that we live in is fake. None of this stuff is real. So if none of this is real, why is we going so hard for it? Find a loophole, benefit from the loophole, sell the asset, move on to a new asset, do the same thing. It never stops. So if y'all want to text me for my ebook. Just text me, hey, ebook. Just text me ebook. I'm gonna send you the instructions. Now, if you want the how to legally rob a bank, just text me ebook, how to legally rob a bank, and I'll just give you the quote for it. And it's only $25 if you want it for me. If you want Shopify to give it to you, it's $27. But I'm gonna give you the $2 discount if you get it directly from me. Because Shopify, you still gotta wait. You still gotta, they still hold your stuff. So I'm like, okay, I give you the discount, whatever. They're gonna send you the same form that I'm gonna send you. So it's really not, you're really getting it from the source. I don't know why I did that at first, but I still wanted a platform that people can go to, because I don't want to be the person up all night and handling orders with y'all without y'all having a place that y'all can go through and y'all can deal with them and everything like that. So, it works like that. So I'm out, fam. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm finally gonna make my way back to teach y'all this stuff. I'm happy I came back to show y'all something. Text me again, y'all. 224-463-1848. If you want both of the books, it's just 50. I'm gonna send y'all the payment link and everything. So I'm gonna send it once I'm done. All right, fam. Peace and love, y'all. Once again, y'all, my phone number is 224-463-1848. Again, 224-463-1848. All right, I'm out, fam.